Good morning. This lecture is about the effect of canopy manipulation on abiotic factors as mainly light and temperature on grape and wine composition of Sauvignon Blanc. The lecture will be divided in two parts. This is a nice view of our experimental vineyard, which is in fact a commercial vineyard in South Africa in the region of Elgin. For this study, we did choose a few aromatic compounds as targeted molecules. And the first one that we did choose is obviously the methoxypyrazines family of aromatic compounds, and mainly the IBMP. Pyrazines are present in some varieties as Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, etc. And they are responsible of aromas as green pepper, asparagus, or box tree. The threshold detection of those molecules are very low, like 0.5 or 2 nanogram per liter. The pyrazines are mainly located in the skin of the berries. They are accumulated before veraison, from berry set to veraison, and from veraison onwards, their concentration, the concentration of those molecules, is decreasing per berry and in concentration, both. Pyrazines are very sensitive to light and high temperature. So, should you want to decrease the accumulation of pyrazine before veraison, and if climate permitting, you have to open the canopy from berry set to veraison. I mean, you have to remove leaves at the cluster level at the berry set stages. Then the light will have a negative effect on the accumulation of pyrazines before veraison. If you are in a warm and hot climate and that you cannot open the canopy for obvious reasons, then the high temperature will do the job, inhibiting the accumulation of pyrazine before veraison. Another family of aromatic compounds that we targeted are the thiols, and the thiols are responsible of aromas as grapefruit or guava or mango, tropical fruits, etc. in wines. For more information on aromas, pyrazine and thiols, please read the literature or look at the lectures you had from my colleagues who are teaching on aromas. Just remember that in the berry, thiols are present in form of precursors. And then the yeast will do the job and will transform those precursors in aromas, esters. Anyway, this lecture is not about aromas, it's about the effect of abiotic factors on certain family of aromas. I remember you, pyrazine, thiols, and esters. So, to understand the effect of light and temperature on the berry composition, we did compare various situations, but let's summarize by saying that we compared 100% of shaded clusters of Sauvignon Blanc to 100% of exposed clusters of Sauvignon Blanc. These experimentations have been done over 3-4 years in South Africa, in the Western Cape area, and in the region of Overberg, which is a wine region which is close by to the sea, and this is quite important because you will see we have a positive effect of the sea breeze on the cluster temperature during the day. So we have described the mesoclimate, the macroclimate, but as well the microclimate. And this study is mainly about microclimate at the bench level and at the canopy level. To characterize the vigor of, or the vegetative expression of our vines, we did some NDVI map. And then we had a complex layout, but you will see that in the publications that I will provide you with. So I don't spend a lot of time on the layout. All is explained in the provided publications. So the control is obviously 100% of shaded clusters, bunches. And we were aware, we did look after the morning and afternoon side. Speaking about the light effect on those aromatic compounds, we did study the light quantity and the light quality. So you see this panel is there to remove 98% of the UVB. This is light quality. This is the treatment exposed clusters, removing the leaves and the laterals at the east side of the canopy. Again, with and without these panels which are removing UVB. Same applies for afternoon side, the west side. And then here, as you can see, we did remove, it's one treatment where we did remove leaves and laterals at the cluster level, both sides of the canopy. You will see that those vines are under irrigation, and just to share that with you now, there were never any water constraints or water stress over the 3 years, as we did control the vine water status. So water is not here an influential parameters. Then we did put temperature sensors and light sensors above the canopy, inside the canopy, at the bench level, etc. So it was like a complete layout. We had as well some sensors to measure the speed of the wind because of the sea breeze effect. So as you can see, and I'm not going to go more in details, as you can see, we did quite measure everything in terms of temperature, light, and wind. We did measure all those abiotic factors at various levels, at the mainly at the meso and macroclimatic levels, but we had as well a weather station to get the information at the macroclimatic level. Just an example on how to measure temperature at the berry level with some probes using TINITAG temperature loggers. These are tools used to measure the wind speed, and some example of tools used to measure the light quantity. You will see that there are discussions around which tool to use to measure the light. It's not really obvious. So I will let you think about it, read the publications, and I will see you again for the part 2 of these lectures. Bye. Fly well.